Mutant Man. There's a creature who lives in the basement. Every night he rises anew. When pretty girls come to meet him, he turns them into beef stew. That is where anything positive about this atrocity ends. I thought this was going to be good. It looked like a promising 80s film, and from what I've heard, people said it was like it was an 80s film, or it was like an 80s film. But no! Yeah, I think from the looks of things, it was either late 90s or early 2000s. I'm at loss of words. It was okay, but it was so stereotypical. It was just like, all of the characters, you knew what was going to happen, and like I saw the ending coming before it's just one of the most obvious endings, and it just seems I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. All I can say is that it's not good. That's all I can say. Pretty much the story is there's this group of people who go on a trip in like countryside, and their camper van breaks down. Surprise there. And this old woman invites them back to her house to stay the night. You can already see where this is going, can't you? Of course, you know, the woman's the one who has the son who they keep in the basement and feed guests to. And no, they don't turn them into beef stew. It's just a fun little catchy like tagline. And see the cover. It's not a cool picture. You're not going to see anything like that in the actual movie. No. It's just not good. There were some scenes when I felt like I was watching an 80s movie. It was sort of like, you know, that nostalgic feeling, you know, just the way the shots are framed, and it just had that 80s feel to it. But then you were just, then like 10 seconds later, reminded that it's another late 90s, early 2000s piece of crap. From what I've heard, like, it's been a long time since I've seen this, and from what someone told me, it had, before I saw it, I remember this, it had a good score, but, I can't remember there being that great of a score. Okay, I guess I'll just talk about the gore. It's gore. Like, you're not going to see people getting ripped apart, or you're just going to see, you know, like, limbs getting severed. You know, just, like, finding limbs in different places. And, yeah, there's not much to say. That's the problem with reviewing this movie. I'm trying to make this review longer, because, you know, each of you, I'm hoping that people wait for these reviews to come out every day. Because from what I've heard, I've been getting good feedback from these things, but the problem is that this thing just, you can't, there's not much to say. The movie's, like, ordinary. There's nothing new about this, and there's nothing to talk about on the release either. It's a bare bones DVD. There's menus. It's not, well, I guess I can talk about the menus, because, you know, there's no special features to talk about. The menus, you know, it's not just a VHS loop. You can, like, you have menus, and in the menus you have either play or go to chapter selection. So if you don't want to watch the movie from the beginning, you can go to the chapter selection, and from there you can choose the scene you want to watch. Except you're never going to use that, because the first time you see it, you're going to start from the beginning, and then you're never going to watch it again, so you don't need the chapter selection. Isn't that great?